Now, this is the roll up. Now, this is a Pilates favourite, and a lot of people will be very familiar with this, maybe even in other exercise classes. Now, the roll up articulates the spine, and it also, of course, works our core. The thing about the roll up is that it does need to be done very smooth and slow, and if you have, once again, any osteoporosis issues, then you may want to keep the spine quite still and not round it too much. You'll see here I have my good friend the Dynaband. Now, the Dynaband is going to help us in terms of stability and in terms of flow of movement and control. So by using this, it doesn't mean to say, oh, this is easy peasy beginner stuff, oh, maybe you don't want to do that. But it can afford you really good form of movement that's going to give you a much better result. So sitting really tall with the shoulders down, try and have the Dynaband so it's taut but not tight, because the last thing you need is to be grabbing on, and then when you move back, there's no sort of give. So the shoulders are down, the chest is open, the back of the neck is long. We line ourselves up much like we do with the previous videos, thinking about our posture. Ears over shoulders, core connection. You're sitting on your sitting bones. Now, if you do have a tight lower back or tight hamstrings, you could use a cushion where you sit on top of that cushion, and by doing that you raise yourself up hip-wise so that your lumbar region and your hamstrings are not under quite so much restrictive tightness, if you like. But for now I'm not going to use this, but you can. Shoulders. Remember, they don't want to take over, so keep that chest open. So breathing in through the nose, we start with bent knees, just so the lower back gets a little bit of play. But if you've got very tight hip flexors, you might want to start with straight legs. Breathe in to prepare into that thoracic region. As you exhale, I want you to imagine there's somebody pulling a string from the center of your back, and you are gently rounding. You're not pushing down, you are rounding back behind you. And just go a little way back. Don't go too crazy too soon, because we want to encourage our body mechanics to do what we want them to do, and therefore to improve for us. Rounding, breathing out, breathe in as you return to that tall position, and you can go further if you want to, you don't have to. Breathing out and breathing in. You can take your time with this, you can do more, or you can do a few less if you want to. So sitting up beautifully tall as you return. Now I'm going to take it a little further back, you don't have to. I'm going to take it all the way back to the floor, head kisses the mat, you unpeel. Now this is where you really use your core, giant pair of tight pants, and breathe out. So I'm going to do the breathing noisy so you can hear. Breathing in, breathing out, breathe in, breathe out. So you end up exhaling on the toughest bit of the movement, which is about a third of the way off the floor. Keep the chest open, keep the elbows bent, very important. If you could, if you feel comfortable with that, take the band away, and as long as you can keep that same quality of movement. And now we have my cat Dolly arriving. She also wants to do the roll up, but she's going to go out and catch a mouse beforehand. Okay, squeeze in, unpeel and sit tall, and I'm going to go back into a full body stretch. But remember, you don't have to go all the way back with that movement if it doesn't suit you to do so. Relax.